apology to the lordship, said they had to come in on a Sunday, but he goes on to say that it's not us that need to be blamed, clearly pointing fingers at the governor. For 18 days, governor did not call anybody and then went ahead and appointed Mr. Fadnavis as Chief Minister and Ajit Pawar as Deputy Chief Minister. So it begins with an apology. Well, he's just giving a summary of all the things that have transpired over the last few days, especially after election results on October 24th. He said the majority mark is 145. No one has the majority. Till November 9, nothing much happened, and therefore President's rule was invoked. Obviously, you have a situation where they say that Uddhav was all set to form the government, and that was supposed to be announced yesterday, but the entire
I think he's referring to the Uddhav government supported by the BJP prior to November 12th.
Oh, okay. Well, all sorts of allegations will now be made, obviously, and insinuations made. But Justices Ramana, Ashok, Bhushan, and Sanjiv Khanna will have to really look at how robust was the claim on the morning that mattered, which was at 8 a.m. in the morning.
Kapil Sibal is not challenging the swearing in or the governor's decision. It is only about an early floor test. So if the floor test is held today, tomorrow, is that all right? Is that a victory for the Congress?
I think it's a victory for the Congress and the Aghadi, because after all, they claim they have the numbers, and even if it is, say, 24 hours or 48 hours are given for holding the floor test,
okay,
and they're able to prove their numbers,
Bhushan, sorry to cut you off. Justice Bhushan says if governor is convinced someone can form a government, he can withdraw president's rule. Then Sibal says, when we said we can form a government, how did he do all of this? Act of governor recommending and revoking president rule was mala fide, contrary to judgments of this court. Sibal goes on to reiterate, today itself we want floor test. If they have the majority, let them display. If not, call us, says Sibal. Very, 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 very clearly. That's the real demand. A numbers showdown. They want a show of hands. Show of hands, they say. They're very confident. That's what it's coming down to.
Technically, they want a division of votes.
They want a division of votes. That's what they want. They really want to know.
That's right. They made it very clear they're not challenging the validity, and which is what I said, that, for an emergency hearing, you have to ask for an emergency relief or what is it that you want immediately. An immediate request prayer is for an immediate floor test. And Sibal says it appears the governor is acting directly under the orders of a political party. The act of the governor smacks of bias and mala fide. But that's not something Justice Bhushan has said they are getting into. They will be looking at the prayer that has been made by Mr. Kapil Sibal, which is straight to the point, floor test today, later in the day. Will the court agree to that?